Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to ASEC. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. My name is Kushal, as you all know. If you didn't, now you do. And on today's video, we're gonna be upgrading my potato setup right there. Yeah, it's pretty potato. But guys, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so on today's video, as I said, we're gonna be upgrading my setup a little bit. We're gonna be adding a second monitor. Now this isn't a new monitor. You've probably seen it in some of my old videos. It is that monitor, and we're just gonna be adding that to my setup. We're gonna be wall mounting it. So yeah, let's just go through the things that we are going to use. Okay guys, so this is the monitor we're going to be using. It's an AOC monitor, and as you can see, I have already hooked up the brackets to the wall mount. And there's the wall mount right there. It's a black bracket piece, so that piece is going to be going on the wall right there. And then since I've already hooked up the brackets to it, it's going to be simple. It's just a few 4 Phillips screws connected to the brackets screwed into the base mount on the monitor. Now guys, this is the next thing that I'm going to be using. It's from Takealot. Let's just unbox this real quick and you'll see what it is. Okay guys, so this is what's in the box. Don't mind the rest. This is the cable that I ordered. This is just my school book, just to help me with my physics and maths. But let's just get this out of the way. So guys, this is the cable I ordered. It's a mini DP cable. So let's just go ahead and unbox this. So there we go right here. I know on the box it says mini DP to display. Guys, it's just the wrong packaging. As you can see, as I'm taking this out of the package, oh wow, this is really bad packaging. Anyway, as I'm taking this out the packaging, it is VGA. Hold on, VGA. There we go. To mini display, obviously. Okay, guys. Yeah. So the next thing I have, well, I never buy, but I actually bought, is the I just said I never buy. Anyway, guys, what I meant is is this Cat 5 or Cat 6. I think that's a Cat 6 Ethernet cable, because as you can see over there, I'm using a yellow Ethernet cable and it stands out. So this will just be a really not, well, it is a good upgrade because that's Cat 5, that's there, but also an aesthetic upgrade since it's black. Okay guys, so moving on to the tools you're going to be using. So this is I forgot to show it, but this is the monitor mount I used. It's made for flat panels, like for TVs and stuff, but you know, I got it cheap, so I'll use it. It's for 15 to 42 inch, and inside the box you'll get the brackets as I showed. And when you open it, hold on, you'll be greeted with these baggies that had the stuff in it, and then these are your important things, because this is the wall caps to put your screws in, and it comes with the screws for your monitor. Now it does have different lengths of screws depending on your monitor for your mount brackets. And yeah, so it's always handy when the mount comes with these caps, because you might not have the proper size. So guys, the next tool is pretty obvious. It's a drill to drill into the concrete walls to mount my monitor. Yeah, so it's a pretty obvious tool. Now next guys, what we have is a piece of trunking to hide the wires from behind, coming from behind the monitor. Then we have a screwdriver to screwing those screws into the wall. Then we have some side cutters to cut the cable ties for cable management. Now talking about cable management, my cable management isn't that good, but I tried, and that's the important part. Now guys, before we move on to mounting my monitors to the wall, let's just go over the specs of my computer. Now guys, the computer I have is a mini PC by Asus. It's a beast, if you know what I mean. Nah, I'm just joking. It's a mini PC by Asus, and it has a Celeron 3rd gen with 4 gigs of RAM, and it did come with a 400 gig hard drive, but then I swapped it out for a 256 gig SSD. That's a 2.5 inch SSD. Yeah, it does have space for NVMe drive, but here in South Africa, PC components are really expensive, especially NVMe drives. So I just picked up this 256 Barracuda, my bad guys, Barracuda 2.5-inch SSD for my computer. Now the reason why I picked up SSD is because I wanted fast speeds, even though it's a potato PC. So yeah, I just wanted really fast speeds. Now guys, moving on to my audio, I have a amp connected to these speakers right there. The brand is Work. My dad had them because he used to do audio and sound, and then I asked him if I could take it, and he said yeah. Now guys, moving on to my monitor, I have a Mercury 19-inch TFT panel. Yes, TFT. This is a very old monitor. It works through VGA, so I have a HDMI to VGA adapter. I'm moving on to a webcam that I just found laying in my dad's office. It is a 720p webcam. You can adjust the aperture, or not aperture, the focus on it, and it is a random Chinese webcam, but it does the job. In the Among Us video, that's what I use. So yeah, to my peripherals, it's just the Acer membrane keyboard and an Acer mouse. Nothing fancy, it's just some things I found lying around the house. Moving next to my computer I should say, is my network switch, because I did used to have two machines. Well, I still do have two machines, we'll get to that in a moment. But I use it to connect my dad's laptop, which we'll get to in a moment, to Ethernet, so I can just get faster speeds. Now this network switch was an old Wi-Fi router, but we reprogrammed it. Is that the right word? I don't know. In the Netgear online through the IP address. It's a very complicated thing. I just YouTube this, and then my dad did it for me. So yeah, next we have my dad's HP laptop. Now this is what I use to edit and stuff, because it's not the best machine, but it works with shortcuts. Okay, it does crash once in a while, but it does get the job done. Now the specs of this machine is my i5 3rd gen, just like my Celeron 3rd gen. Only thing, it has 2 cores with hyper-threading, so it gets the job done. It has 8 gigs of RAM as well, so the RAM also helps a lot. So guys, it's a pretty potato setup, but I do plan to build a custom PC. I'm saving my money up to build a custom PC. Custom PCs are expensive. PCs in general in South Africa are expensive, but I am planning to do that. Also, the only games I can play on this is Among Us and Rocket League at extreme low settings, and I get maximum 5 FPS. But yeah, enough blabbering. Enjoy the time lapse of me mounting my monitor.
How heavy is that? Light work with the bass on the track, on my face to the back like I'm taking a slap. I need a drink, but it's straight from the tap. And I'm hating the slack, couple man slide around like they hate in the gaff. Please stop talking that trash, cause the vibes in the front all the way to the back.
Okay guys, so after about 20-30 minutes, now I'm exaggerating, 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes, it's done. Wrong one, there's it right there. Yeah, there was some hiccups along the road, like for example, it did not come with spaces, and the reason why in the time lapse you saw it tilting forward is because it wasn't clapping properly. Now as you can see, it's up straight. I'll show you a proper picture now, but as you can see, it's up straight, and that's because there's no spaces. So luckily my dad had a bag full of spaces, so he gave it to me and we were able to sort it out. So yeah, that was the only hiccup along the way. Guys, I think it looks really neat. Obviously it's not the same height as the other one, because one is bigger than the other, and also I didn't want a lot of space at the bottom because it's just that Wi-Fi router / switch, and over there I have my amp. So that's the reason why it's not level to each other. But anyways, even if I wanted it to be level, the bottom would still be non-level because it's different sizes. But I think it looks really cool. So okay guys, so it's finally done. 30 minutes later, it's done. Cables hooked up, VGA cable, power cable, all mixed up. You know, speaking of VGA, I should have tested if the VGA cable worked before I plugged it in. we're not gonna talk about that. So let's go see if it's gonna work. Okay guys, let's go ahead and turn this thing on. Why is it not turning on? Okay guys, so my dumb self forgot to plug in the power strip cable into the wall, so that's why it wasn't turning on. Yeah. Okay, so I plugged everything on, as you can see by the flashy RGB lights. So the power is running now, so let's actually go ahead and power this on. There we go, power's working. Is it gonna post? Is the cable gonna work? Please work. Please make the cable work. Okay. Oh yes. Yes, it's working guys. It's working. Okay, so yeah, it's finally working. So let me boot it up and load my wallpaper from Wallpaper Engine, and we'll be ready to go. So yeah. Okay guys, so there's it loaded up the wallpaper. I'm still gonna go and tweak it to make the wallpaper extend onto both, so it's not just two images. And you know what I just noticed? It doesn't even look like it's mounted. If you can see, it looks like it's still on its stand. But anyway, at least it's wall mounted now. I have my 2 displays back and I'm happy. Anyway guys, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I do know I haven't posted in a while, and that's just because my Wi-Fi was down for about a week. That was like 3 weeks ago, and then the laptop I showed in the beginning of the video didn't want to read my SSD, and all my files are stored on the SSD. So I have my dad's hard drive in it, and his hard drive has Windows 7. So yeah, but now it's working. I started editing my video I filmed before this, but this one's going to be going up first, and that video's a project car video. So if you're into cars, even if you're not, stay tuned. You'll be seeing it up maybe in the next week or 2. But yeah guys, enough blabbering. If you liked the video, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're feeling really considerate. Guys, you've been watching Ace Tech. My name's Kushal and I'm signing out. Adios.